Hey guys, welcome in this new video. I hope that all of you are doing great. So in this video, I will share with you guys how I became a constantly profitable trader and what are the steps to eventually achieve this goal that you probably have as a trader. So with that being said, let's actually get right into it. Okay, so just before we start, as always guys, please leave a like under the video. It will help the YouTube algorithm, and also make sure that you are subscribed to the YouTube channel as well. That would just help me, to grow more the channel, right? As simple as that. So in this video, as I said, what I want to talk about is how I became a constantly profitable trader, how long it took me, what are the steps that I took to eventually achieve this, and what are the takeaways that you guys can learn from this. So first of all, it took me about 15 months to start, to get some good results. And even after 15 months, I was not, a professional, okay? I was just starting to get by and starting to see some consistency, but it was really not, on a professional level. So it took me 15 months to kind of get things going, but then after that, months after months, and even years after years, and even today, I'm still learning. I'm still trying to get better. I'm still, working on my trading. And that's why I love trading so much, is because you can always improve, right? You can always, have a better mindset, have a better way that you journalize your trades, a better approach in terms of how you look at the charts, in terms of the perspective that you have on your trading. There are so many different things that you can always improve. And to me, that is really, what makes trading that beautiful, okay? So it took me about 15 months to become a constantly profitable trader. And from there, as I said, I just kept improving and my results kept getting better and better. So what exactly did I do to achieve these results? Because if you guys know, well, there's about 90% of traders who lose money in trading. And so there's not a lot of people, who really become constantly profitable and really achieve great results on the long term in this industry. So what did I do, right? Like, what are the key different points that you need to apply in order to have these results? So the first thing that is important to do is to get the information, okay? So get the knowledge about how the markets work. So how can you do this? Well, there are books, there are videos on YouTube, so just like the one you are watching right now. There are courses or there are mentors out there that you can learn from. That is the reason why I created my own course, to kind of give back, well, all the information that I know. But I'm not the only possible resource out there, right? There are other people who produce content on the internet who also have good results. Now, what's important for you guys to understand is that you need to look at all these, different possibilities of where you could get the knowledge, and then make a decision of where you want to get it, okay? And what I mean by that is that when you choose, a certain person that will help you in your trading, or a certain book or whatever, you need to stay focused on this and go, 100% in this direction. Because the problem is that if you follow so many different traders at the same time, well, it's not going to help you, right? You will have so many different, contradicting information. One trader will tell you to do, something, this way. Another trader will tell you to do something another way. So it will be super, not, like, it will not be in harmony together, right? It will be all over the place. And so that is a problem. So what you have to do is find someone who can teach you, who can help you in your trading, and stay focused with this, right? Don't follow like 50 different traders, guys. It doesn't work. It's not going to help you. It's just going to be a big distraction, right? Like, you will see big numbers all the time, so you will want to increase your risk. Then you will see a trader says something, another one says another thing. It will always, they will always contradict themselves, and that's perfectly normal, because there are different ways that you can trade the market. There are different ways that you can be a profitable trader, right? So the point that I'm trying to make here is that, you need to choose one knowledge, right? Or like one thing that you need to master, and go all in with this, right? Stop looking around, stop following everyone, trying to be in the mix, right? Stay focused, right? Search for something that makes sense, that looks good to you, and go in this direction. That is what I did, okay? So at the beginning of my journey, I made the mistake of looking at everything, right? I was watching so many different people on YouTube. I was following people on TradingView, on Instagram. I was really like all over the place, right? Like 5 years ago when I started out to trade. And after that, after a couple of months, this is when I found my mentors, and this is when I really got into the trading style that I'm still using to this day, and really got 100% focused on that and tried to master the charts from my own perspective. And that's what I want you guys to do, okay? So you find someone that can teach you and you stay focused on this road. Stop following others, stop watching what everyone is doing. It's irrelevant. It's not going to help you, all right? So that's the first thing. After that, the second thing, once you have the knowledge part acquired, what you need to do is backtest and practice with this knowledge, okay? So in other words, you need to make it work for yourself. Because even if someone teach you exactly how they trade, exactly how they look at charts, well, there is one thing that cannot really be taught in trading, which is experience, right? You cannot teach someone experience. You can share with them what you have learned through your experience, but you cannot teach experience directly. And so that is something really important in trading. Experience is really, really, really important. That's why someone who has been trading for many years will always be better than someone who has been trading for a couple of months, or at least on average, right? There are some people that even if after 5 years they have been trading, they're still not very good, right? So I'm talking about more, what would be common sense, right? So if you have been trading for a long time, well, I hope you are much better than someone who is just getting started, right? It kind of makes sense, right? So you cannot really teach experience, but you need as a trader to acquire experience. And so once again, that is what I did. So after learning from the mentors that I've had, what did I do? I went on the charts many hours per day. I did my own studying. I tried to apply the concepts that I learned. I saw how it was going, right? I backtested the results, see, what were the good trades, what were the trades I probably should not take. Like, I gained experience on the market by myself. And I believe that everyone has to go through this. At some point, you can learn how to trade from another person, but there is still a lot of there's still a big part of trading that you need to be independent with, okay? And that is the part that I'm talking about. You need to learn how to trade a little bit by yourself, right? So you can get the knowledge from someone else, but then you need to know how to apply this knowledge and how to make it fit for yourself as well. That's really important. You need to have a system that works for you, right? So if you don't love to take 5-10 trades per day and trade very short term, well, don't do it, right? It's very simple. And that is, for example, my situation. I hate short-term trading. I've tried it a couple of times at the beginning of my journey. It was horrible. I fucking hate it. I don't love doing short-term trading, all right? I'm a swing trader. I'm a medium long-term trader. That's what I do best. So I stick with this, right? And this comes back to what I was talking about at the beginning. Don't try to go around and search for different strategies and try to mix everything together. It's not going to work, guys. Stick to one system that works. Learn this, get the experience with this, and that is how you become constantly profitable. These are the two first steps. And the third step, well, it's basically just enjoying the results of being a constantly profitable trader, right? I mean, it's very simple, guys, when you look at it that way, right? You get the knowledge, you get the experience, and you stay focused on this thing, right? And when you do these three things, then you achieve consistency, and then you can enjoy the fruits of your labor. But the problem is that so many people, just like I said, and that's really the focus of this video today, is that they look around too much, right? They're not focused on one thing. They're following this trader and they're looking at this analysis and they're taking this indicator from this person and this pattern from this person, and it's just all over the place, guys. Trading can be made quite simple when you understand what it really is. At the end of the day, what you need to do is find a system that works and stick to it. I cannot make it more simple than that, and that's what I teach in my course, right? Like, if some of you guys have been through the course, or if some of you guys want to go through the course, you will see that it's pretty damn simple, all right? Not my trading is not necessarily, simple in itself, because there's a lot of things that I take in consideration. So it takes quite some time to learn. But after you learn it, it's super simple, guys. It's always the same thing, right? It's just a system. I know what I'm looking for. I know what I need to see on the chart for me to, take a trade. So when these things align together, I take the trade. If they don't align, I don't trade. It's really that simple, Like, you need to make it as simple as possible, because if you try to overcomplicate things too much, well, you will get lost in all of this, okay? And it will really not help you. So my goal as a teacher is kind of to make things as simple as possible for you guys, because I remember when I started out my journey, how complicated it was for me to become a constantly profitable trader. I mean, it took me 15 months, okay? It's not that long, but it's not really fast neither. I think that you can achieve these results much faster if you actually get the right information. I have students who, even after a couple of months, they become pretty good at it, Just like I said, we can always improve, always get better, but even after a couple of months, some people get good results if they really take the course seriously, So it's much faster than me, and that was my goal, with the course, trying to make things as simple as possible for people so that they really understand what it's actually about and how to apply this information, right? And so this comes back to the whole process of becoming constantly profitable, right? Getting the information, but then getting the experience, which is why the information in the first place has to not be overcomplicated, so that the experience can come quickly and you can learn a lot from this as well. Then you take these two things in consideration and boom, you get these results, right? That's kind of the idea. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I made it clear as well. I think it's a very important video, right? Like it's something that a lot of people struggle with, and I think that if they would actually take these concepts and really apply that in their own trading, I think they would become much better. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, just like I said. Don't forget to leave a like under it, and on that, well, take care, try to take care, manage money well, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.